What the heck is this? Oh, I'll make it full screen in a second. I haven't used this web browser in so long. Okay. Introducing DualSense, the new wireless game controller for PlayStation. What is this? The heck is this? I like the color design, but what is it? What, huh? They made the touchpad bigger? Is is this share button? Is this what does this mean? The three dots. What does that mean? Okay, we've reached an exciting milestone with PlayStation 5 as we're starting to ship our new controller in its final design to developers who are implementing its unique features into their games. But first, we wanted everyone in the PlayStation community to get a first look at the DualSense. They're actually not calling it the DualShock. Kind of shocked. No pun intended. The shape looking strange. Looks like a batarang. It looks like a Batman batarang. But I like the color scheme. I like the white and the blue and the black. Like I like the pattern. The giant PlayStation logo is a little weird. It kind of reminds me of a children's toy. You know? Because I'm so used to the circle that the PS3 and PS4 have. What? Okay, let's continue reading. What the heck is this? Some alien foreign creature. The features of DualSense, along with PlayStation 5 Tempest 3D audio tech, will deliver a new feeling of immersion to players. When PS4 launched in 2013, go back up, the DualShock 4 wireless controller garnered a lot of positive feedback from gamers and developers for being the best PlayStation controller yet, and for introducing forward-looking features like the share button. This has brought us to the next question: how do we build upon that success? Yeah, like the bottom of the controller, you see this part? Kind of weird. Did they add the back buttons? The little attachments. I'm curious. I like the all white though. You gotta admit that looks clean, Joe. The white buttons. The white buttons. Got my New York is coming out. The white buttons, son. Yeah. They look clean. They really do. Cause I have the Spider-Man PS4 Pro, and the white buttons on that look amazing. You think kinda? Look, they don't have the color anymore. It's just white and gray. Okay, Joe isn't feeling it, but I feel that. I like that part. Jeez. I like the blue as well. The shape is weird though. The colors are classic PlayStation. They are. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. The colors the colors of the PlayStation symbols they've been there since the beginning. So that is true. Maybe they'll have a classic version of the controllers. I'm sure they will. Where you could get the old color scheme back, but I have to admit, like the white buttons, it reminds me of the PSP. The PSP had black buttons, but like the colors of the shapes were grayed out. I think it's the same with the Vita as well. Is the PS5 gonna be white? It might. Yeah, usually they represent the same color as the controller, right? The PS1 was gray and the controller was gray. The PS2 was black and the controller was black. PS3 same thing. And then the PS4 has different editions, but still, yeah, the controller was black, controller was white depending on the console. The Spider-Man PS4 controller is red. That's the one I'm using right now. So I guess the PS4 is gonna be white. Honestly, the look doesn't even bother me as long as it feels good. Yeah, it's not like we're constantly looking down on the controller. I just don't like. So look at this. How do I zoom in again? So the audio output jack, or you plug in your headset, they still have that. What is this button, and what is this? Is the PlayStation Home button, I'm assuming. What is this button? Is that a mute button? I think it's a mute button. Okay, it's a mute button. I was like, what is this mysterious button? It's a mute button. All right. I don't like this. This kind of comes off as a child's toy. The way that the PlayStation button looks. I don't like that. I like the circle. I've gotten used to the circle. Um, Not a deal breaker though. After thoughtful consideration, we decided to keep much of what gamers love about the DualShock 4 intact, while also adding new functionality and refining the design. Based on a discussion with developers, we concluded that the sense of touch within gameplay, much like audio, hasn't been a big focus in many games. Out of breath. Need to burp. I don't know what to do first. Do I inhale or do I burp? Maybe, whatever. We had a great opportunity with PlayStation 5 to innovate by offering game creators the ability to explore how they can heighten that feeling of immersion through our new controller. This is why we adopted haptic feedback. I heard about that. I actually read about that a while back, which adds a variety of powerful sensations you'll feel when you play, such as the slow grittiness of a drifting car through the mud. That actually sounds pretty interesting. We also incorporated adaptive triggers into L2 and R2 buttons of DualSense so you can truly feel the tension of your actions, like when drawing a bow to shoot an arrow. This provided us, oh shoot, there's more pictures. This provided us with an exciting challenge to design a new controller that builds off the current generation while taking into account new features we were adding. Okay, I'm looking for a more important part. The designers were able to draw the lines of how the exterior of the controller would look and feel, with the challenge of making controller feel smaller than it really does. In the end, we changed the angle of the hand triggers and also made some subtle updates to the grips. Yeah, that's the part I pointed out that looked pretty different. We also took thoughtful consideration into ways to maintain a strong battery life for DualSense's rechargeable battery, and to lessen weight of the controller as much as possible as new features were added. I don't know about the battery thing. Usually Sony's batteries die pretty quickly. And trust me, I know from all the 20 controllers I've bought between the PS3 and PS4. Good lord. We'll see. We'll see. The batteries in PlayStation 3 and 4 controllers are pretty bad. It's so thick. Yeah, yeah, that is concerning. I've never really liked the Xbox 360 controller because it was so big. Like every time I would go to my homie's house to play his Xbox 360, his controller was just so large. It felt like I was holding a hamburger or something, a Big Mac. Every time I was playing games, I like the slim controllers. Even the PS3s, and that the PS3s were pretty tiny. Um, uh, for the buttons, you'll notice there is no longer a share button as we had in the DualShock 4. Don't worry, it's not going away. In fact, we've built upon the success of our industry first share button to bring you a new create button. Wait, what? Dreams? Dreams? A dreams button? Create button. With Create, we're once again pioneering new ways for players to create epic gameplay content to share with the world, or just to enjoy for themselves. We'll have more details on this feature as we get closer to launch, probably by summertime. It's actually almost summertime. That's crazy to think about. DualSense also adds a built-in microwave, built-in microwave. Oh shoot. Built-in microphone array, which will enable players to easily chat with friends without a headset. How is that? What? A built-in microphone? Yeah, that's pretty dope, Joe. That's pretty dope. Built-in microphone. Does that mean I'm gonna be hearing people's moms yelling at them in the background? Get off of Fortnite! Jeez. I don't want to hear that, but good lord. Um but of course, if you're planning to chat for a longer period, it's good to have that headset handy. So these controllers sound like they're going to be very expensive. They sound like they're going to be very expensive. You know, from what they've talked about, the features in it, a built-in microphone, of course Bluetooth, a new battery to last a long time, haptic feedback. Uh, it sounds like it's going to be very expensive. But again, better be 60. How much aren't the I have one. The Nintendo Switch Pro controllers are like they're like $80, aren't they? Yeah, for the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. I think that's how much I paid for it. Yeah, it's expensive, but I will say the batteries last a long time. A very long time. I haven't charged that in what, months? Not even kidding. So, it's worth it just for the battery in my opinion. Now let's talk about the colors. Traditionally, our base controllers have a single color. As you can see, we went a different direction this time around and decided on a two-tone design. Additionally, we changed the position of the light bar that will give it an extra pop. Yeah, it's now the light bar is actually in front of you. Huh. Okay. Yeah, Switch remotes last a long time. Yeah, that's where Nintendo definitely got it right. The battery life. So I'll give them props. It's still very expensive though. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe these controllers are gonna be that much too. I hope not, but that's what it seems like. Um on DualShock 4 it sat on the top of the controller. Now it sits on each side of the touchpad, giving it a slightly larger look and feel. In all, we went through several concepts and hundreds of mock-ups over the last few years before we settled on this final design. DualSense has been tested by a wide range of gamers with a variety of hand sizes in order for us to achieve the comfort level we wanted. With great ergonomics, our goal with DualSense is to give gamers the feeling of being transported into the game world as soon as they open the box. We want gamers to feel like the controller is an extension of themselves when they're playing, so much so that they forget that it's in it, even in their hands. Uh, DualSense, blah blah blah. Whoa! That's the first comment. Whoa! So yeah, can I click on it? So this is the new PlayStation controller. It's definitely a change, but I can't really say much about it until I could get it in my hands. I do like the design overall. I think it's very sleek. Uh, Joe misses the classic PlayStation colors for the PlayStation symbols, but I do too. But I still think it's sleek. This is very. It's like the PSP and the PS Vita. It's very sleek. I like the two-tone colors. All I ask is 12-hour battery life. Yeah, because not everyone wants to have their controllers plugged in the whole time, especially when they're not so close to the console. I wonder how controllers feel for Kawhi. That's his laugh, right? Something like that. But I'm curious. I have to touch it before I make a decision. Cause I really fell in love with the DualShock 4s. Are those buttons touchscreen? Well, buttons touchscreen? What do you mean? This is the touchpad, but That's about it. That's the only thing that's touch sensitive is this part. Everything else is an actual button. Built-in microphone. You're gonna hear a lot of angry parents, but still, I think that's a good thing. That now everyone has a microphone. There's no excuse because it's in your controller. Yeah, they said a built-in microphone into the controller, but they still recommend that you get a headset. Of course. I'm a bit scared of the quality. Yeah, I don't know how. Huh. I don't want the quality to be bad because I wear headphones all the time, right? So I'm going to be hearing that in my ear. But I don't want it to be too good to where I hear everything that's happening in Joe's house, you know? Does that make sense? I I don't know. I don't want it to be bad because my ears they're gonna bleed, but I don't want it to be good because I don't want to know what's happening in the player's house or what's around them or if their dog's barking or someone's washing the dishes. I don't want to hear all that. You want to see the PS5 now so badly. Now that yeah, you're right. Now that I see the color design, now that I know it's going to be white and possibly black as well, I'm interested to see how large it's gonna be. How am I gonna fit it in my streaming office? Where is it even gonna go? Do I even have room for it? Uh, we'll see by summertime. I guarantee by summertime. It's already like mid-April, so June possibly. Yeah, I could wait. Damn, thanks for letting me know about this, Joe. Jeez, it's like kind of sprung on me. Sprung on me? Is that the whatever? I told that to like my boss, and then she just laughed because I clearly worded that wrong.